and enjoy.
Things may all be going on, but you can bet it's not for long. The Numberjacks are on their way. The Numberjacks are on their way.
This is a story that happened to me, Numberjack 7, when I was out and about at a big sporting event, where lots of people were running, jumping and lifting heavy weights. Things were definitely a bit peculiar. Take the running race, for instance. Instead of trying to run fastest, the runners were trying to run slowest. The people in the crowd didn't like it at all. For one thing, the races were taking far too long because everyone was running so slowly. I called into the Numberjack sofa, and Numberjacks 4 and 3 flew out to help me investigate what was going on. Numberjack 3 had a look around.
Yes, you're right, 7. That man there is running really slowly. A tortoise could beat him in a race.
Hang on, said 4. This man's even slower. He's not running at all. He's sat down and having a cup of tea in the middle of the race. He'll never get to the finishing line.
Oh no, said 3. That man over there is even worse. He's running backwards. He's getting further and further away from the finishing line.
One of the agents called in. I bet a meanie has been mixing things up. Can you see anything suspicious? 4 looked around. There's thousands of people here, and all those flags waving. A meanie could be anywhere.
Wait a minute, said 3. That pink flag waving around up there. That looks a bit weird.
That's not a flag, said 4. That's...
Yes, it's me, screeched Spooky Spoon. I want to be the fastest thing around here, so I've mixed things up a bit. Everyone trying to go slower, not faster. Ha ha ha!
It was going to be a disaster. The crowd wanted to watch people running fast, not slowly, and they definitely didn't want to watch people standing still and having a cup of tea, or running backwards. And things were getting worse. Agent 45 called in. You'd better get over to the high jump, quick! We rushed over to the high jump. This was where people were supposed to jump over a metal bar, jump as high as they could. But they weren't trying. The first woman didn't jump high at all. She jumped so little that her feet hardly left the ground. That's nothing, said 4. Look at this other lady. She's not jumping at all. She's lying down and sunbathing. I didn't think anyone could get any lower than lying down, but 3 saw another woman who certainly wasn't trying to get as high as she could.
Yes, she's actually got a shovel and she's digging a hole. Instead of getting higher and higher, she's getting lower and lower.
Yes, the woman was disappearing into a hole. Spooky Spoon was very happy.
Yes, I'm the one who should be highest round here, so I've mixed it up so people try to be lowest instead. Ha ha!
Agent 45 gave us some more bad news. You'd better get over to the weightlifting. Things are going wrong there too. Agent 45 was right. In weightlifting, you're supposed to lift the heaviest weight you can. But these men weren't. One man was only lifting a feather. And hey, look at that man, shouted 4. He's pretending to lift something, but he's actually lifting nothing at all. I didn't think anyone could be less strong than that, but 3 spotted another man who seemed to be even further away from lifting a heavy weight.
That man's lifting something strange. It's a big balloon filled with gas. That's really light.
In fact, it was even lighter than nothing, because the gas made the balloon lift up into the air. And the balloon actually lifted the man up into the air too. 4 was amazed. It's not a man lifting something heavy, it's something very light lifting the man instead. Spooky was delighted with all the mix-ups she'd made.
People running slow instead of fast, jumping low instead of high, being lifted instead of lifting. It's a wonderful mix-up.
Yes, Spooky Spoon was happy, but all the people in the crowd weren't. They wanted to see people doing their best, not their worst. Agent 45 had a good idea. We'd better get some brain gain going to put things back to normal. Get the people doing the opposite of what they are doing. Numberjack 6 was ready in the brain gain machine. Get them doing the opposite. Get them doing the opposite. The brain gain came flashing over, and I fired it into the runners. Do the opposite of what you're doing. Run faster, not slower. The runners did the opposite of what they were doing, and it got them back to normal. They started running fast, and the crowd were happy. Great, said 4. Let's get the jumpers sorted. The jumpers started jumping high again, instead of jumping low or digging holes.
Hooray, said 3. Now for the weightlifters.
The weightlifters started lifting heavy weights again, instead of nothing, or being lifted themselves. The runners, the jumpers, and the weightlifters all competed to see who would come first, second, and third. They wanted to get medals made out of shiny metal, gold, silver, or bronze. But when they went to get their medals, Spooky had done some more mixing. The man who came first in the running race was not very happy.
I was supposed to get a medal made of gold, but this medal is made of goo.
And the woman who came second in the jumping complained. I was supposed to get a medal made of silver, but this medal is made of slobber. And the man who came third in the weightlifting was definitely not happy.
I was supposed to get a medal made of bronze, but this medal is made of bogies.
The medals should have been gold, silver, and bronze. Instead, they were goo, slobber, and bogies. But a quick burst of brain gain soon sorted things out. The medals were gold, silver, and bronze again. And 4 was ready to sort out Spooky Spoon. You wanted to be the fastest and the highest. Well, let's see you going very fast and very high. And that was how the Numberjacks sorted things out for the runners, jumpers, and weightlifters. Why don't you try running as fast as you can, and then do the opposite and run as slowly as you can? And when you've done that, come back for another Numberjack story. Bye!
Things may all be going on, but you can bet it's not for long. The Numberjacks are on their way. The Numberjacks are on their way.
Hi everyone, Numberjack7 here. Welcome to the official Numberjacks YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe so we can keep counting with you.